SAT math people. Today we're going to plot some points and find the intersection of two lines. Okay, let's do some math. The graph of a line in the xy plane has slope 1/2 and contains the point 0, 7. The graph of a second line passes through the points 0, 0 and -1, 3. If the two lines intersect at the point RS, what is the value of R plus S? So let's start by graphing the points in the first line. So we have 0, 7, but it has a slope of 1/2. So if we rise 1, that brings us to 8, and run 2, that x value is going to be positive 2. So we, from the slope, rise over run, we rise 1 and run 2, so that gives us the point 2, 8. So now we can draw that line, and we have y equals 1/2 x plus 7. Now let's draw the second line. So it passes through the point 0, 0 and -1, 3. So I plotted those 2 points. And then I'm going to draw that line. Now it intersects at the point RS. So the point that it intersects, the pink and the blue, is RS. So we need to find that value and then add R plus S. Okay, so the slope of the blue line is, we have 2 points, so we can find the slope. We have 0, 0 and -1, 3. So we use the formula for the slope, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we have 3 minus 0 divided by -1 minus 0 is 3 over -1, which is -3. And the y-intercept for the blue is just 0 because it crosses the y-intercept at 0, 0. So that line is y equals minus 3x plus 0, which is y equals minus 3x. So now we have two lines, and let's find the intersection of those two lines. So we have y equals -3x and y equals 1/2 x plus 7, and we want to find the intersection. So we substitute. In the first, we have y equals minus 3x. So in the second equation, y equals 1/2 x plus 7, we substitute minus 3x everywhere we see y. So we have minus 3x equals 1/2 x plus 7. Let's solve for x. We're going to subtract 1/2 x from both sides. And on the left-hand side, minus 3 minus 1/2 is minus 7/2 because it's -3 is the same as -6/2, so -6 plus -1 is -7. So we have x equals -2/7 times 7, which is minus 2. Okay, so x is -2. We just flip 2/7 and multiply it by the 7. Okay. So now we want to find y, and we can plug -2 into either of those equations. I picked the blue one because it's easier. So we have y equals minus 3 times minus 2, which is x, which is 6. So now we have RS. If you look back on the graph in orange, instead of, I said RS, which is equal to -2, 6. But that's not what they're asking. They're asking for R plus S. So we add -2 plus 6, and we get 4. And D is the answer.